Hey, what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Clash Masters, and I'm back definitely with another trailer breakdown. This one, we're gonna talk about the Star Wars Acolyte live-action TV series. It's gonna be on Disney Plus. I know, like I said, with the last video I did, I'm kind of late to it, but like I said, I just want to throw my hat in the ring. I haven't watched the trailer. I haven't seen it at all or nothing like that. It's gonna be completely new to me. I do know that it takes years before the Phantom Menace. Episode 1 takes before the prequels, so we're talking like the High Republic. I know nothing of the High Republic. I've just heard little whispers here and there on Star Wars Theories and Spontaneous Waves. Go check out both those guys' channels. They definitely put down a lot of Star Wars groundwork on it. But me being a Star Wars enthusiast myself, it's definitely going to be interesting to see, because I do know in the episode 1, they haven't seen a Sith in a long time, and I know this kind of takes place before then, so I don't know if we're going to be getting a young Palpatine. I'll say, I couldn't remember his Darth name until now. Plagueis, the Wise. We might get a Plagueis the Wise, so, or maybe a Darth Bane. There's a whole lot of people that they could choose from in the dark side of the Force that's going to be tackling these things and stuff like that. I don't know where they would be in this particular timeline. I just know it, like I said, it takes place before episode 1. So we might get, Darth Sidious, Plagueis, Darth Bane. We don't know. Anything could happen. Maybe Revan. I don't know. It'll be cool. It'll be definitely cool. But if you guys want to subscribe to the KG Films channel, go ahead and subscribe. Also, go ahead and check out my other channel, Blue Saber Gaming. I've just been dropping some cool kill cam shots on Apex Legends. So, leave a like on the way in and post your thoughts in the comments. Post your thoughts on the comments down below of Star Wars Acolytes. But screw all that. With no further ado, let's just jump right into it, y'all. Let's go. Okay.
Close your eyes. Your eyes can deceive you.
Sorry.
We must not trust them. Tell me what comes into your mind.
Life. Balance. I see fire.
Okay, so we get Trinity in here. I don't know. She might be a dark side user. She might be the one in the middle, or she might be a Jedi. I think for right now in this scene, she's probably a Jedi. Obviously, she doesn't really have the Sith eyes. Just with the cloak, obviously a Jedi kind of color. Brown is one of their signature colors. So we get the younglings, tapping into the Force, seeing what they see, and obviously fire, chaos, destruction. Anakin. No, let me stop. But yeah. There was a saying, don't bring a knife to a Force fight. We get to see a lot of hand-to-hand combat, which is good. We haven't really seen that so much in Star Wars with the hand-to-hand. I've seen it a little bit in Kenobi, which was a first ever, but we never seen like Jedis practice like martial arts. Even though they're monks, they should have some type of self-defense lessons if they can't get to the lightsaber and not always rely on the Force. So it's cool to kind of see that. And we haven't really seen them use like a straight up blade. It's usually like a electric or some type of, So I think the High Republic would kind of dove into like pretty much the prehistoric for them. They're using blades and shanks and shit, and they're using hand-to-hand combat. So it's just from what I'm saying. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm just giving you my speculation.
Someone is killing Jedi.
Oh, someone call Anakin. No, I'm stop again. Someone's killing Jedi in Order 66. Looking from here, I will say this could be the dark user, the Sith, I'll say. very ominous. Just gives me like, came to confront somebody and probably do some combat, lightsaber combat, and kill them.
Killing Jedi. It doesn't make sense.
What happened?
I sensed darkness.
Here's what I think. We got some good actors and actresses in here, which is good. But here's what I think. I think this person is working with the Sith. Not even to a degree, straight up working with the Sith. Could be going some kind of Sith Lord training, but is working with the Sith. An assassin, obviously probably is tapping into some of the dark arts or has mastered some of, some hand-to-hand combat and stuff like that to take on the Jedi. So I have a feeling in my bones that she's or at least aligning herself with the Sith. She's kind of the scout that's going to put in the work, do whatever, come back, tell the Sith, ran some Jedi, yada yada. Because we see her in multiple shots, seems to be taking out the Jedi for a reason. So I have a strong feeling that she could be doing their bidding and kind of collecting information or whatever and telling them, the strongest to the weakest and X, Y, and Z and stuff like that. Also, I've never really seen the Jedi use gloves, so that's just my tidbit.
This isn't about good or bad. This is about power and who is allowed to use it.
What is that?
Okay, so we have a red lightsaber. I'm not going to say Sith, not yet. We do see a red lightsaber. So obviously they haven't seen, just from the case of the shot, they don't know what is that. So it could be the red lightsaber. They're profound. They're profound. They haven't seen one in years, millennia, whatever. And you see this red lightsaber swinging, hitting trees and shit like that, obviously making its presence felt. So now they got to put all their combat and training to the test. And I'm very curious to see how their ideology for the Sith went. Because when you look at the Phantom Menace, they didn't really believe in the Sith until Darth Maul came, and they were kind of like brushing it off and dismissing it. I remember Kiadi Mundi was talking about, they haven't seen a Sith in all millennia and stuff like that. So I'm just curious to see when they go through from younglings to Padawans to Jedi Master, Jedi Knight and Grand Master, just their take on what happens if you were to see a Sith. Are you more inclined to take on a Sith because they haven't fought one in years? So it's going to be very interesting. Obviously, like I said, this takes place before Phantom Menace, so a lot of people are going to die. Clearly. Okay, and we have, this is going quick, and we have, let's see, 3 green, and I'm seeing 1 blue and 3 yellow. Now, I'm curious to see where the yellow lightsabers would stand. We know green is more the Force user, blues are more the Jedi Knights, yellows have always been, or gold, whatever you want to call them, have always been associated with like, I don't want to say temple guarding, but they're pretty much like what the Inquisition was later on in canon. So I'm curious to see what the yellow stance would be for the Jedi, if it still would be that, or if it would be of a different hierarchy. Okay, June 4th looks good. Can't wait for it. That's pretty much 2 months from now, this recording. So yeah, it looks good. I can't wait to see it. I'm definitely going to be covering that. We don't get Ahsoka season 2, so why the hell not? Like I said, this whoever this Sith person is, he's going to be taking out Jedi. He's going to be killing a whole lot of Jedi. He's going to be offing a lot of people. So I'll say I'll be obviously invested in the show. That's one of the characters. Excuse me. and of course want them to live to some capacity, but we know better that they will eventually die. They will eventually die. But I will say this, it would be very interesting if, because this is 100 years or so, to get like a young Yoda, Leto, Calimundi, and even the Librarian of, of later on. If we get like a younger version of her, but I could be stretching it with the Librarian. She wasn't really of an alien race, but I think this is really going to appeal to just a lot of good Jedi in their stance of the whole High Republic, and it's gonna give everyone the talk of, well, what was better, the High Republic or the, I don't want to say New Republic, but the New Republic, Phantom Menace and going further, which one had a more better democracy as far as being a Jedi? Was it the teachings back in the day, or was it the teachings that we know now where Anakin starts his journey? There's going to be a lot of give and take. There's going to be a whole lot of different ideologies going on. There's going to be a whole lot of everything, and combating with this Sith, or I'll just say dark side user, is really going to put everything into a big perspective, because I think the dark side user or users will pretty much take center stage, and it would revolve around that. Like they said, they didn't even know what it was, or they were surprised. So I feel like it's the red lightsaber that they're seeing, and they can't believe it. You got green, you got blue, you got yellow, so you got this red, and you're kind of looking at it like, what's going on? We know what red represents, we know where it stands, but I'm curious to see if we're gonna get any more colors. Like even in Ahsoka, their lightsaber wasn't red; it was more like of an orange. So we might get more of that, or we might get white sabers. Maybe a purple one, another purple one, besides Mace being the only one. So I'm curious to see more of the lightsabers, if they're gonna dive into some of the stances of that in canon, and also what it would mean for them in those times. Very, very interesting to see. But it looks good, looks great. I'm not gonna lie, they definitely are gonna be pushing this full forward, and I think this is gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. So post your thoughts in the comments down below. Star Wars Acolyte, and don't forget to subscribe button. It's your boy Clash Masters. Be safe. Take care. Peace.